You guys gonna see the semi final? I'm gonna knock this dwarf the fuck out. That's how it is. You hear that? I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
This is Bellator MMA. James, the Venom Gallagher. Oh, another right hand. He's in shot. He's in trouble. Bandejas looking for the finish. And it's all over. Ricky Bandejas.
In the sport of boxing and mixed martial arts, it seems fighters are destined to one of two personality types. A fighter can either choose to be respectful, humble, and the ultimate professional as he works his way to the top of his division. Or he can choose to be an arrogant, disrespectful representation of all that is brash about the sport. For some fighters, talent alone cannot take them to the top, so they rely on this cockiness as a crutch to ensure their promotional standing. In honor of these great trash-talking, button-pushing warriors, we give you some of the cockiest fighters that got embarrassed when it came time to fight. In August 2018, James Gallagher was Bellator's hottest prospect. A teammate of UFC megastar Conor McGregor, Gallagher was getting called by fans a wannabe and a knockoff version of his teammate, as he acted the same way, mimicking his mannerisms in pre-fight build-ups and interviews.
What actually differentiates you from Conor McGregor?
Now I can strike to knock you out. I can strike to take you down. When I get on top of your foot, you're not getting back up.
Making his bantamweight debut, Gallagher welcomed a newcomer to the promotion in Ricky Bandejas.
Back in 60 seconds. This is Bellator MMA. James, the Venom Gallagher.
At the opening bell, a confidant Gallagher looked to take the center of the octagon and get the first round finish like he predicted. But it wasn't too long into the first that Gallagher would find himself on the other end of his prediction. A finish many fans were satisfied with after the way Gallagher carried on before the fight. Sam Maxwell versus Sadiri. Sam Maxwell was getting completely outboxed by Sadiri. He goes down in the first after getting hit with a left hook, and again in the second this time by a straight right. After regathering himself and managing to get back into the fight, winning a lot of the rounds, it was very close heading into the last. Sadiri would clip Maxwell, hurting him bad, but instead of following up, he started showboating instead. Sadiri walking around the ring with his hands down, comfortably feeling like he was heading to a decision victory, gets absolutely flattered by a right hand. An unbelievable comeback by Maxwell, showing nothing but grit and determination to get this huge finish. Fan favorite and UFC legend, Donald "Cowboy" Cerrone, made the jump back to lightweight in early 2019, and his opponent would be a loudmouth and disrespectful top prospect Alex Hernandez. Fight fans watched this one closely, as they were eager to see if Cowboy could shut Hernandez up in the cage after the insults he hurled at Cowboy during their raid press conference.
I'll be sending your geriatric ass fucking yeehawing back to the stables on Saturday. You look like you've served the last 2 terms in the fucking Oval Office. You look worn out. You look aged and withered.
Cowboy outstruck and out-wrestled Hernandez throughout the fight. He had his opponent in a world of trouble in the second, before landing a beautifully placed high kick. Cerrone with the TKO finish. WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder defended his belt against Stiverne, who Deontay won the belt from when they previously fought a few years earlier. Stiverne made a lot of noise in the pre-fight build-up, even threatening to kill Deontay in the ring.
Boy, let me tell you something. You can smile all you want, boy. You won't be smiling, because I'm seeing you packing home without the belt, and I'm finna take that box too and put it in the garbage for you.
In the fight, the Bronze Bomber showed devastating power as he knocked down his challenger 3 times in the first round before the referee mercifully stopped the fight. Being unbeaten in the UFC and having 10 title defenses to his name, Anderson Silva had breezed through every opponent the UFC had put in front of him. In July 2013, at UFC 162, Chris Weidman would look to take the belt from Silva, coming in as a massive underdog against the Brazilian legend. Silva looked so comfortable in the cage and didn't take Weidman as such a threat that he was just playing with his opponent. In the second, when Silva was pretending to be hurt, Weidman was able to catch Silva and shock the UFC world, sending the crowd in attendance into a frenzy. Unbeaten title challenger Roland Romero wasn't shy on voicing his opinion and how the fight would go as he faced world champion and unbeaten Gervonta Davis, even predicting a first-round knockout.
Tank's gonna get knocked down one round, just like that. Nothing else need to be said.
The rivals finally settled their war of words in the ring in a highly anticipated event. Davis displayed great boxing abilities, while Romero was unable to hurt Davis, despite pushing the pace initially. In round 6, Davis landed the decisive blow, as he had guaranteed in the pre-fight prediction. A fierce counter-left hook sends Romero flying face first into the ropes. A young French fighter named Johan Segas made the trek across the channel to England for an amateur title fight against Joe Harding. With the English crowd on his side, Harding couldn't resist the urge to style on his opponent, dropping his hands, playing to the audience, and daring Segas to try and touch his chin. Well, Segas did 20 seconds into the third round, right as Harding is mid-dance in the center of the octagon. Harding absolutely flattered by the head kick, and within hours the video would go viral. In 2014, Australia's Ahmed Dib, with a record of 12-0, took on Thai boxer Denipa Big Shot Camp, whose record stood at 12 wins and 30 losses. The fight started with a bizarre entrance, where Big Shot Camp fell over the ropes and landed flat on his back. From the opening round, Big Shot Camp would stick out his chin to taunt his opponent each time he was caught with a shot. Denipa would invite Dib in with hand gestures and continue showboating for the rest of the round. Big Shot Camp got what he asked for in round 2, a left-right combination. From Dib sends the cocky fighter to the canvas face first. Instead of getting back to his feet to beat the count, he opted to do a few push-ups and missed the count. Ben Nguyen would face Nitro MMA bantamweight champion Dylan Wallace, who showed just how cocky and arrogant he was at the weigh-ins as he tried to intimidate a calm Ben Nguyen. Ben would make Wallace pay for this, and also for not touching his gloves at the start of the fight. 25 seconds is all it would take for Ben to put Wallace to sleep.
If I've lost that fight to a guy like that, it just proves that a bully can win. But I proved him wrong. I proved the person being bullied won the fight.
Teague has a habit of wearing clown masks for his weigh-ins, but it does not seem to work in his favor. Teague has only won 1 out of his 17 professional MMA and bare-knuckle fights as of May 2024. At the weigh-ins of his second bare-knuckle fight, he pushed his opponent and was clowning around in the ring before their bout. The clown was down and out just after 5 seconds from the fight starting. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video for more content like this.